Hi, this is Mrs. Nelson. We're looking at Unit 7, Lesson 10, Interpreting Inequalities. The objective says, I can write inequalities that involve more than one variable. Here is a diagram of an unbalanced hanger. In the diagram, we see a red circle and a blue square, and the hanger is tilted so that the red circle hangs lower than the blue square. That suggests that the weight of the circle is greater than the weight of the square. Letter A says, write an inequality to represent the relationship of the weights. Use S to represent the weight of the square in grams, and C to represent the weight of the circle in grams. If I create my inequality and compare just as the diagram shows, then I could write the weight of the circle is greater than the weight of the square. But I can use those variables. C is greater than S. But I can also consider this diagram and think about the square first. I could say the weight of the square is less than the weight of the circle. So using those variables again, I would write S is less than C. Letter B says, one red circle weighs 12 grams. Write an inequality to represent the weight of one blue square. So I can use substitution. I can take 12 and substitute it for C, the weight of the circle. So I could do that for either of those inequalities. However, I do want to communicate that I'm thinking about the square, so I'd probably want to use the inequality that has the square listed first. So I could take S is less than C and use substitution and write it as S is less than 12. And that would indicate that the weight of the square is less than 12 grams. Letter C. Could 0 be a value of S? Explain your reasoning. Remember, S is representing the weight of the square. And we know that this square is representing an object. And an object must weigh something. It cannot weigh nothing or less than nothing. So it has some kind of weight. So in this case, 0 doesn't make sense. It has to weigh something, even if it is just a small amount, for a very light object. Again, our objective for this lesson was I can write inequalities that involve more than one variable. I used two variables, C and S, to represent the weights of circle and square in this situation. Thanks for watching.